Hey folks, it's Rithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to World of Warcraft. Let's just check our mail, and then we are heading back up to the Plaguelands and continuing on our epic battle against the hordes of undead that are currently causing a couple of issues up there. We've got just returned mail at the moment, so let me open up the rest and we can see what we've got. Ooh. Okay, we've sold quite a few items by the look of it. We've got the moss agates, most of them have been returned. We've got a gold thorn, then we've got a load of linen cloth at 228 per stack. Now, we had a lot of that we listed, and it looks like we have sold everything. All of the linen cloth that we had and we listed. Remember, it was all returned to us the week before. Well, last week, it was everything that we listed the week before was returned to us. We went and bought more, we further invested more money into it, and it's paid off because it's all come back to us. Look at that, we've got over 6,000 gold just from the linen cloth, which now gives us 13,000 gold that we've got on our character, which is pretty impressive, I've got to say. So let me just close that. There we go, 6,300 gold. We've got 8 messages left and 6 seconds left to go. So 12,921, we've got about 400 gold on our main character. So we now got well over 13,000 gold, and all we've been doing is playing a little bit on the auction house and gathering up stuff as we've been adventuring. We haven't spent a ridiculous amount of time doing this, have we? Nobody could accuse us of spending obscene amounts of time on here. We've just picked a couple of items and we've just listed it, and this has just been once a week, and this is now episode 36. So yeah, just once a week is all we've been doing this, and this is what we've earned in that time. So it's entirely possible to make a fortune off the auction house if you are careful. So we've got several arcane dusts have been sold. We've got a briarthorn there, and then we've got one glyph belt that we got sent from Grundorn at the end of last week's episode. So we'll just grab that little bit there that we've still got to drag in. There's another 1,500 gold. That puts us at the nice tidy sum of 14,470 gold, 15 silver, and 76 copper. I would say that we could count last week's auctions as a bit of a success. Just a little smidgen. So we got the Zealot Blade. We're still trying to sell this one, and we haven't sold it yet. Now, these are all going for 2 grand a piece. I'm going to go way I'm going to undercut them by a long way this time. That diamond hammer is 5,000. We still haven't sold ours. So let's get these two. That one I'm going to list just as it is. We're trying to sell this from almost the very beginning of the series. This Zealot Blade here, we've been trying to sell this one for a while. I'm going to half the price of this one. We're going to go 950, and we're going to go 975 on there. And I'm hoping that somebody will think, oh, hang on a minute, that's quite a bit lower, and the others will grab that. So if I just get these greens listed a second, I got a glyphed belt there. One currently seen for 1,355 gold. Now, why is it selling for that much money? You have a look at it. And I'm looking at this belt. I tell you what, it doesn't look too bad, but I still don't think it's worth 1,300 gold. I'm going to go for 500 gold for it, just in case it is worth a little bit of cash. 500 gold is better than a kick in the teeth, so we'll post that one. Let's get rid of you. And we will look at the Resilient Cape. Now, 1,500 gold is what we've been able to see. 5,800 for that one. I haven't been able to sell it yet, but there's still people demanding a lot of money for it, so we're well under what those are. We'll sell that one for 75. Silver-plated shotgun was 15 gold, so we'll do that. And now we will look through the auctions and we will see what else is available. Night crawlers are about 9 golds on the auction house. We're not buying those from the auction house. We can buy those from traders for coppers a piece. But we haven't actually sold any yet, so this kind of doesn't really make any difference. Now we're talking. Look, 86 silver there. Our copper ore that we were selling a little while ago, 2 gold 50, that's 2 gold 25 there. Everything else we're going to buy. We will definitely buy these, and then we will relist them. There's not very many as well, which means that we've almost guaranteed to sell this because there's so few of them around at the moment. It does seem like it would be worth taking a higher level character out and grinding a little bit of copper ore. One other thing I want to look at a second. Iron ore. If I type in iron ore, and we got fell iron ore, dark iron. This is the problem with iron ore, is there's so many other irons as well. You got the ghost irons, you got the true iron, you got the fell iron. There's so many others around that it's difficult to isolate just the one that you want there. Ooh, 4 gold apiece. Okay, I didn't realise that they were selling for that much. 4 gold apiece. There's not very much of it there. We have got a lot of iron ore, so maybe we could make a little bit of cash out of this, unless it could just be that all of the ores have gone way up in price. Now, that is well below what we were trying to sell our tin ore for. Our tin ore that we had, we were selling that for 1 gold 50, I think it was. There we go, 1 gold 50. We didn't actually sell any this time, we had it all returned, but I'm going to buy all of the tin ore. We've got the money, we think we can afford this. Look, see that one there? That stack there's 131 gold. We're going to sell it for nearly 3 times that amount, at 1 gold 50 apiece. We will make a nice bit of money off of that, I think. Well, if we sell it. It's only if we sell it. You're never guaranteed. You are never guaranteed a sale, ever, at any point. So don't think for a moment that you're guaranteed a sale. Now, 1 gold 20 for linen cloth. Currently, linen cloth is all 1 gold 50 there. And still 1 gold 50. And probably still 1 gold 50, yeah. And then here on the last page, 1 gold 46. So someone is currently owning the market on that, and it's quite a bit higher than normal. So linen cloth is not something that we're going to be making any money out of today. We can take a look at wool cloth, and we can see if that will actually do anything for us, because wool cloth is another one that you can sometimes make some decent cash out of. At the moment, there's no wool cloth at all. There's wind wool cloth, but there isn't actually any wool. Silk. I used to make a fortune out of silk, but the price of that absolutely crashed, so not slick, I want silk. There. The price of it is way down. I haven't been able to make money off of silk cloth for a very long time, so look at that, 29 silver a piece. Silk cloth has been worth less than linen cloth for quite a while, and I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's because there's a massive abundance of it. Right, there's no silver. We will look for the gold thorn a minute. There we go, we've got the gold thorn there, and that's around the price that we sell it for 15 gold a piece. We're not going to profit off of that, so we will just leave it. Briar thorn, 97 gold 50. We do have a bid potential at 97 silver, so I will place a bid there. I'm not expecting that to return anything at all. Bids are usually a complete and total waste of time. Arcane Dust. Now, we sold a few Arcane Dust, so we'll take a look and we'll see what the Arcane Dust situation is doing. 4 gold, because we reduced the price on it in order to try and get it to start shifting, and maybe that was the right answer. 5 gold. So let's buy some more. We sold a good 200 of them at 5 gold apiece. We won't go above 4 gold paying for them. And we'll also take a look at some of the other items. Now, there are various different dusts that you can get. Strange Dust is the lowest level one. There is no strange dust. How strange. That is very strange, because there's always strange dust. Strange dust is the easiest one to get. Vision dust, not Vidian, vision dust is another low level one. There's nothing there. Why is there no dust? Why is there no dust? We've got rich. What is rich illusion dust? Oh, turn rich illusion dust into 3 light dust. Bone dust. Enchanted dust. Make someone shine for 5 minutes. Spirit dust is one that I am actually familiar with. Have they changed the dust? No, infinite dust. Infinite dust, I've made a lot of money buying and selling infinite dust. Hypnotic dust in particular. I bought literally tens of thousands of stacks of hypnotic dust. Tens of thousands of hypnotic dust. Loads of stacks. I filled up a guild bank almost entirely with hypnotic dust, and I paid like 2 silver a piece, and I sold most of it at 15 gold after the next expansion came out, and I made a fortune out of it. I've made more money off of hypnotic dust than I have out of anything else in this game ever. Dranic dust is the second to, not the expansion they're currently working on, but the one before that. Enchanted dust. I've not seen that before. But yeah, hypnotic dust here, that's worth a fortune. Infinite dust is the one from the Northrend, the cold one. Wrath of the Lich King. Nothing there. This is all infinite dust here. I want the low level ones. I don't want these. I want the really low level Starlight Rose Dust. Never heard of that. An unusable pile of dust. Spectral dust. Right, Rich Illusion Dust. I've never seen Rich Illusion Dust before. I don't even know what it is or where it's from. Into 3 light dust. I don't even know what light dust is. I know what spirit dust is. Have they changed? Have they changed all of the low level dust requirements? Or has just somebody bought every single bit of dust that is Wait a minute. Spectral dust has gone grey. Have they changed it completely? Hang on. Hang on a minute. There is a way to find out. This is unusual. Right, I've got those bits to just list. But no, what I want to do, I don't have a mount, so I'm going to have to run. I'm going to go to the enchanting trader in a minute. Cordell's Enchanting. Enchanting Trainer, Enchanting Supplies. So speak to the Enchanting Trainer. These require reagent, Strange Dust. Okay. Strange Dust, Greater Magic Essence. Lesser Eternal Essence, Illusion Dust. Right, well, they're all there with the Light Illusion Dust. Okay, Light Illusion is different. It looks like they've changed some. They may have consolidated it a little bit and changed it round a bit. But if you look in, it used to be in the supplies. Yes, Strange Dust right there. Look, there's 4 Strange Dust. Okay, let me get those for a minute. Lesser Magic Essence. Essences, you could sell them, but they weren't worth quite as much on the auction house as the other ones. So let's just grab. I'll tell you what. While we're here. Because there are other things you can do. You can take things like this. 16-slot enchanting bag. Lesser wizard oil. Minor. You can take these formulas and you can list them on the auction house. People will pay some money for them. I'm not going to get into that now, though. Because it does take up space and time doing it. So, yeah. It looks like some of the dusts have been removed. There used to be vision dust. And there was... Strange Dust is the cheapest one. That's the lowest level one there. Strange Dust. So that's there. But the Vision Dust, that seems to have disappeared. Which is a bit worrying, because I'm pretty sure on my main bank character I've got like 500 of those, which I paid a lot of money for. That might be that they've altered that. Well, I really should read more patch notes. I really should. Right, Strange Dust right there. No items found. There's no Strange Dust whatsoever. Vision Dust was one of them, and that one... Oh, there's no Vision Dust. What else was it? Well, we've got Essence as well. You've got Essences. And you look at these, you've got Soul Essence of Water. Oh, great, yeah. It really does stack them up. Greater Cosmic Essence, that's not worth anything. Celestial Essence, they're not worth a lot. As you can see, the planar essence, I used to make a fortune out of these, but apparently they're not worth any money either. Alright, fair enough. So the lesser magic essence may have been a mistake. 1 gold, and you also get the greater magic essence as well. Lesser can always make a greater. You get 3 lessers. You look over it, you mouse over it. Turn 3 lesser magic essence into a greater one. So if we just type in great in there, and we search greater magic essence, there is none. Okay. Sure what to make of all this. This is new stuff. This is new territory for me. The Strange Dust, I'm going to list that at 7 gold 50 apiece. There's our Arcane Dust and our Tin Ore. We've got a Blingtron 6000 over here. Going to speak to him, and if you go Blingtron 6000, he will give you a gift. So you do that, and you can also go Let's Party. And he gives you a party outfit, and there is our party outfit. We're a roguish-looking pirate. I like this party outfit. This is awesome. Okay, so we've got our new outfit. This lasts for 60 minutes, so for the next several episodes, we're going to be using this. And let's just open up our parcel here, see what we got. Mecha Blast Rocket Medal of Patience. The Medal of Patience gives us a gold. Awarded for extended guard duty. Tazik hand attachment, 40 gold, and then we get 3 Mecha Blast rockets as well. I will sell those all to the trader in a minute, but we're going to go into here and we're going to sell... Oh, we didn't check Moss Agates. That's one thing that we didn't check. Let's just look there. No items. There's nothing for sale today. Everything is sold out everywhere. Okay, let's list those. And I'll go through and I'll list everything in a minute. We've messed around with this for long enough now. I'll just speak to the innkeeper very quickly, and we will sell that Medal of Patience right there, the Tazik hand attachment for 40 gold, very, very nice, and the 3 Mecha Blast rockets, we don't want those either. Farewell. And we are done, so let's get up to the Plaguelands. I had a few people last week saying that I should be using a Spring Rabbit, which is the Easter thing, the Noble Garden thing that you get, and I have got a few of them, so I figured why not. I forgot about it last week because I didn't actually put two and two together with the whole Easter and when I was recording the last episode. So I will do it this week, just for you, everybody who wanted it. There you go. We've got a spring bunny here to do things with. Right, so we have got to report to Highlord Tyrion Forgering at Hearthglen in the Western Plaguelands, and that is the only quest that we currently have. It's all the way up there. We're not doing that one. We're not going to do that one yet. We're going to leave that one. We want this one right here. This is the one that we're going to do. There, like that. Because that one starts the Eastern Plaguelands. But we're not going to go... We could go up through Garen's Withering, I think it is. And I think there's some quests up that way, but we can also... I want to just uncover this bit so that we can get some credit for uncovering the map. There is also that area there, which we haven't even been to yet. So, first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to go out this way, we're going to go along there, we're going to run along the shore, and we're going to go across the bridge and go into this area so that we've got this area here uncovered, because I would like to get the achievement for uncovering this entire map before we leave. Figure it'd be the best thing. You know, we want to properly explore this entire area. So we're going to go back through Sorrow Hill. When we eventually go back into there's another section of the quest to do in there. So we'll have more stuff that we can do. There's more things that we get to do in there yet before we quite finished with that entire adventure. Let's have a look in here. I'm yawning a bit today, so I do apologize if I'm yawning a bit. I'm extremely tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, and so now I'm suffering. I'm going to be suffering a bit for it today. I also was just looking in my bags. Now, I've got 55 iron ore here. I know that I've got another big stack of iron ore elsewhere in my reagents bank. So we've got loads of iron ore. So we might be able to actually have enough to send off to our bank character at some point, so that we can make another little bit of profit from that. It may be worth just watching the price of the iron ore and just see if it's worth investing in it at some point. There's a couple of different things that you can do with that, with the various different iron ores that do turn up. And there's another couple of ores as well. We get mithril, which we will soon be getting more of. And as well as mithril, we've also got thorium that will start turning up. And it should start turning up in the next area, actually. We should get both mithril and thorium turning up in the next area. And those, well, they always used to be very profitable. Whether they still are or not is an entirely different matter. Now, in here, in the middle, this used to be a dungeon that was for this level. And you could go in there and you could do it and you could have fun. And it was this level characters all the way around here. And there was also a special thing that you could get here that would allow... It was like I think it was a priest in Caer Darrow. It was a priest item that you could get. That actually, it was quite difficult to get, and you could see undead walking around in here, and you could interact with them, and I think you could even trade with them if you got the item, but only if you got the item. And then they removed the ability to get the item from the game, so it's no longer possible to get it. However, people who already had it do still have it. 99% certain I do still have that item on my priest. It's a very, very long time ago. You always also used to get around here, there was a blood thing that you could get. It was very rare that you'd find it in the ground, and it was just this red thing that was like sat on the surface. I cannot remember the exact name of it now, but it was there, and it was really useful. It was also really, really valuable. That was the main point about it. It was very, very valuable. Now, if I go in here, I don't think there is very much under the strangle kelp down there. There isn't much under the lake these days. If I do that, dark water skate, this is my underwater mount, which is absolutely brilliant. I do have another one. There is another underwater mount, which is I have a subdued seahorse. This one is also really cool. These don't offer breathing underwater. There is one that is only available. You can only ride it out here in Vashjir. And that one, I think it does actually allow you to breathe underwater as well. So it is a very, very handy one. But I do have these couple of mounts that allow me to swim underwater. The dark water skate is one that I particularly like. And there's a turtle as well, but I think that one doesn't go underwater. I think he goes along the top of the water. Let me just mount up again. And we have over here a gold vein. I really wish that they would find a way to make gold more valuable in this game. I don't know why. This is just something so satisfying. I have said this before several times. It's something so satisfying about finding and using a gold vein. If you can find gold, you just think, oh wow, this is brilliant. I've accomplished something now. Finding gold just feels like a success. It feels like something that you've done that is a positive to the game. I'm going to ignore all of that lot because I think we have quests that come back over here a bit later on. Just wanted to uncover the area. There's another bit up there that I want to get. And then the only other piece in this whole zone is there, the bulwark over there. Bulwark. Bulwark? I don't know. Something. There's a thing over there that we want to get. Let's just call it a thing and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so I've got a couple of creatures I just need to take out. Let's just deal with these very quickly. I've been made big. Okay, I'm using their strength against them. I like this. I like this approach very well. Use their own strengths against them. Get that lot there a minute, and then we can get this iron deposit and Militia's outpost. Is that a horde thing down there? I'm wondering if it's something to do with the horde. It could very well be. So yeah, that is the only piece there left. Oh no, and up there as well. We also need to go up there to uncover that bit. But is this horde or is this a lot? No, that is. Oh, that's a Cult Sworn Warlock. Cult Sworn. I'm guessing actually that's bad people over there. Very, very bad people. We'll ignore the bad people and we will run over this way towards more gooder people. Gooder is a word. Just in case you didn't know, gooder is definitely a word. So we want to come up. We're going to go on the road, and we're going to go all the way over to the bulwark and the bulwark. Bulwark. Yeah, I've got no idea how you actually pronounce that word. I imagine that there is as many different ways to pronounce the word as there are places in the world. So I'm probably not wrong somewhere with bulwark. But yeah, this, it might not even be called that. After all this sort of coughing and spluttering over the same word, it's probably going to end up being called something completely different from that. I'm going to ignore the iron for now, even though it does actually seem like it's worth money, and I didn't realise it was worth as much money as it is. I'm still going to ignore it. And there is an Elf Paladin. See, if they were enabled for PvP, or if this was a PvP server, you could go and attack them. But the Blood Elf Paladins, in my experience, are played by people that are a bit better. Newer players generally tend to go for Alliance side. And then you will find it's only the more experienced people that go for Horde side. Some experienced people will stay on Alliance side because they just prefer the whole background and everything for Alliance. And then you'll also get people that will go for the... they will switch over to the Horde side. Paladins are very, very popular in PvP, or they always used to be, and so are Hunters. So if you see a Horde Hunter or a Horde Paladin... Generally, in my personal experience, they are experienced PvP players and should be avoided at all costs. That has been my personal experience, and I generally... It's very rare that I've ever had an experience that sort of proved the opposite to that. I do occasionally end up in a PvP fight with a Blood Elf Paladin and succeed, but it's very rare, and usually it's only if they're like 20 levels below me or something like that, and even then it's a bit of a struggle. So yeah, there we go, the bulwark. I got it right. So we've got that bit uncovered, and the next bit there, that's actually off into the next area, so we can ignore that bit. And our quest now is taking us to the north. Here we go, we want to just dodge through these knolls right here, and if we can do so without aggravating too many of them, we may be able to get through without getting knocked off our horse. If we can do that, we don't have to worry about fighting. There's ore up. No, I'm not going to go for ore this time, because there's people chasing me. Well, creatures chasing me. Anyway, so we want to go heading up this way into the bit at the top, which is the audience with the Highlord. I can't remember what it's called up here. There is another oh, hang on. There is some ore there. I think we should get that. I do. I think it would be prudent for us to get all of the ore that we can... No, don't go down that way. There, and... Oh, this is where I get stuck. Apparently I can't get... Oh, no, yeah, we can. Sort of. I'm gonna... They do make some of it very difficult to get to. They deliberately do this. They make sure that you absolutely want to get the ore in order to be able to reach it. Now, there was another area over here, I think, that we also need to uncover. I don't quite remember which way it was, but it was here somewhere. Yeah, because we want to go that way, but I think there may have been another zone or another area up here that I just want to uncover a minute. There's a quest there, I think. Maybe I don't actually have anything there. I think I got to come back down here and take out those people. Moldfang. Moldfang, that guy's called. I think I'm going to have to come back down here and take him out at some point. Be a quest to do that. And then we've got some people from the Argent Crusade there. And we head along here. So we've got the first tower here. We can ignore this tower. Well, we can we? Oh, there's dead bodies here. Dead bodies are never good. Talon's Tower, there's Red Pine looters there. So the Red Pine are becoming a bit of a problem for the area. And that is one of the things that we're going to have to deal with. We don't need to deal with it right now. There is another Hordey. Ignore the Hordes. And here we go. This is where I want to go. I want to go right up into here. And we've got, it's Argent Crusade. Into Hearthglen, that's what it's called. I always forget the name of it. It's called Halfglen. There we go. Discovered Wait, I should have got a quest for uncovering everything on the map. A quest, an achievement. So what have I not uncovered? Is that bit down there? Or is it a bit over there? There is a bit that I haven't uncovered here somewhere. There is a way to find out. You go here, and then you go to World Events. No, you don't. You go to Exploration. And I've got all of these already explored, but no, I'm going to go to Eastern Kingdoms. And if I scroll down through, well, it's saying that I've already done them. There. Oh, Thondroril River. For me to personally get it, I need to get the Thondroril River, which is, I think, that one on that side. I need to go over to Fiona's caravan. If I go over there, I think that's it. I don't think it's this bit down here, because we already went down there. So I think it's actually the river there on the boundary, which we've got to get. So we will get that. I've already got the achievement on Frithgar, which is why it's sort of showing it, but there is the possibility to earn the achievement on here, just so that you can see that you've done it. And it used to be that you had to get achievements separately, so if you wanted to get a new title for a character, one of the ones that I used to get was the exploration one, and then I've got a decent one on my character. I used to quite like having the exploration titles, and I think it was just the Explorer, actually. I think you can have it on here. But then once you've got it now, the titles, once you get it, then even though they've increased the areas to uncover, you still get to keep the Explorer one. There, see, the Explorer. I used to get that quite early on with any character, just because it was fairly easy. And, yeah, then I'd have this title I could run around with. Anyway, finally, you're here. Get to work. Oh, well, that's just charming. I had to battle through all kinds of creatures and beasts to get to you, and this is the thanks I get? It's just charming. My men have been sparring with these wooden practice dummies for far too long. Sure, you can learn how to swing a sword by practicing with a dummy, but real combat requires a real combatant. I had asked for them to send me someone imposing, but I suppose a skinny-armed human paladin will have to do. Now, get in there and teach my men how to fight. Challenge and defeat 7 Hearthglen trainees. I don't like this fella. I think perhaps I ought to practice on him as well, just to sort of put him in his place. I am a mighty warrior. I'm a mighty warrior with much experience and life experience and yeah. Okay, right. Lieutenant Minor asked me to challenge you to a duel. Fine, you want some of this? Yeah, I'm going to show you lot how to do this properly. Right, we'll take 3, because we've got to do 7 of them all together. And we will see if 7 is enough to see if I can take 3 down at once. If I can do 3 easily, I'll then start and I will go for 4 for the next one. I think I may struggle with this. I think I may actually struggle seriously with this. Oh, no, I've got another one. That one's conceded. And we can take that one down. Take you. I didn't even need to bubble. And yes, I know somebody did tell me I should have bubbled when I jumped off the tower in the last episode. My mum was right. I'll never make it into the Argent Crusade. Well fought. Okay, so we did that. I don't want to cleanse toxins. We did that fairly easily. And we did have to use our one of our healing abilities, but we didn't have to bubble or anything like that. So I'm going to take 4 of them on this time. And I'm going to take him down right next to him, just to sort of show him who's boss around here. Take you. And you, and it's that one there, reduces all damage I take by 20% for a little bit, just while I gather that one as well. And then I throw that down there, and then I can start taking them down. Now I can start actually working this properly I'll use that heal fairly early on so that it does have time to recharge before we have to finish. And I'm also going to Divine Shield, and I'm going to heal right back up a minute. No, I'm cleansing toxins. I'm doing the wrong one. That was stupid. Okay, I'm going to regret this. I'm actually going to regret this. Take that one there and there. Right, no, I'm not going to regret this. It's F3 I need to do. It's that one there. No, I can take them down. I can do this with flash. I can just flash of light all the way up through. I got another one that I can take in a minute. Not enough mana. That's not good. That's quite bad, actually. I don't have enough mana to heal myself. Oh, there we go. I can boost that one. And I'm down to just 2 people. This was actually more difficult than I thought. I very, very nearly underestimated my own abilities, but I didn't quite underestimate my own abilities. I was able to do it in the end. We just got that last one. There we go. We'll just take that one down. Beautiful. Right. How did I ever doubt myself? So I took 3 on at once easily. 4 was a bit more of a challenge, but I was still able to do it without too much trouble. I've just looked over my paperwork here, and it says that we were expecting a female human paladin. You're not, Lieutenant Minor looks at you awkwardly. Seriously, dude? You had to look and question? Obviously, I'm a big butch man. Never mind. It would appear that you are not the person that I originally hired, but you did a good job, so I'm going to pay you anyhow. I should hope so. I really should. So, I never caught your name. Grundorn? Pleased to meet you, Grundorn. I got one more problem that needs fixing, and you have a look about you that just screams, I'm a problem fixer. What, you mean the skinny-armed human paladin? Human Lieutenant Minor? Is that who you think is a problem solver? I don't like this guy. I think him and I need to go round back and have a little chat. I'm sure we do. Anyway, there's a small mine on the northern edge of Hearthglen where we get most of the ore that the town needs. My drudges who work the mine normally do a decent job. Unfortunately, it seems that a larger than average spider has taken up residence within this cave. Think you can clear things up for me? For your lines. I suppose. I suppose I can help you out just to keep you happy and cheerful. Let's go in here. I got 2 quests in here. They're upstairs. They're both upstairs, so we want to go in, and we go around here. And I don't know if there's going to be any... Sometimes in these keeps you do find the odd trader. Usually not. Sometimes you also find it downstairs. And again, there's not very often something in the downstairs bit. But let's go around here, and we will go upstairs. These keeps are all laid out in the same way. There's one of these, actually, in... I've gone the wrong way. It's up here that we want to go. There is one of these in Hellfire Peninsula in Outland. Highlord Tyrion Fordring himself.
And all is possible.
Okay. Grundorn, it is truly a pleasure. I know you are young and still training. Oh, I'm not. I'm in my late 30s, dude. I'm a middle-aged man. Well, early middle-aged. Not... Yeah. Okay, I'm young. You can say that. I don't mind. I know you are young. Yes, obviously I am. And still training, but I've had my eye on you. We among the Argent Crusade are always looking for promising new recruits, and you have indeed shown great promise. I have no immediate tasks for you, but I merely wish to meet you in person and see for myself what type of human you really are. What type of... Just go for person, you know? We're both the same race here. I think this kind of calling each other human all the time, it sounds a bit racist, I gotta be honest. It's like you're prejudiced against the dwarves or the elves. You really shouldn't do that. For the time being, the amenities of Halfglen are yours to enjoy. I look forward to our next meeting, Grundorn. You are dismissed.
Courage is our greatest weapon.
Okay, well at least he bowed to me. I suppose that's pretty good. Send my regards to the good men and women at Mender's Stead. Okay, we got 2 people who have just turned up. What is going on here? The Del Garan. I've been many places in my life, good paladin. I fought the battle for Anchorage. Wow. Okay, you have been around for a while. The Anchorage battle was way back in vanilla Warcraft. Long time ago. Passed through the dark portal into Outland and joined the Argent Crusade to beat down the scourging coldest Northrend. But before it all, I was a farmer here in Lordaeron. And now I find myself here in... If he walks away from me before I finish reading his quest, I lose the whole quest thing disappears. Right, so... Before I was farming here in Lordaeron, and now I find myself here in Halfglen, a scant few miles from home. It's time I paid my respects. I'm headed to the Mender's Stead before I return home. I wouldn't mind meeting up with you again once I get there. Reconvene with Delgaron at Mender's Stead in Western Plaguelands.
Be careful.
Delgaron, hang on. hang on. Garon's Withering. That's his home there. Well, I remember that was covered in undead. I reckon we got a bit of work to do over there. Anyway, next one. Greetings, how do you do? My name is Daria. I'm one of the priests in charge of preserving the peace here in Halfglen. One of my duties involves maintaining the tower down the trail to the southeast of Halfglen. This particular tower is of personal importance to the Highlord. It's the place where his son was killed. With the recent incursion of Knolls, however, maintenance of the tower has grown difficult. Will you help me rid the trail of some of those Knoll vandals so I can do my duty?
May the stars guide.
Okay, that seems like a worthy cause. I will do it. Now, if you come through here, you can actually go onto the roof of these great big fortresses, which is pretty cool. So we climb up here, and we go along here, and we go out here and on through. So you can go through this bit, and you can jump off the side there if you want to, or you can go all the way up here, and you can go there. Now, my bubble is 0, and no, 9. No, 0 is a divine steed. I don't want that. My bubble is 9. I got to remember that. So what I can do is I can run along here, and I can jump, and then I can bubble, boom, and no damage at all, as long as you press the bubble before you hit the ground. If you time it wrong, trying to look really cool and like bubbling right at the last minute, you can time it wrong and die. And but you're not going to die just jumping off of there. You get hurt. Don't get me wrong. Just like real life, if you jump off the top of a tall building, it's going to hurt, but it may not necessarily kill you. Good chance. Don't get me wrong. There's a very good chance that it will, but it's not a guaranteed. Now, these drudges in here, some of them are still actually working hard, which is excellent. And there is our lovely big spider. Hello, spider. Come and have a little chat with me. I want to play. There we go. Right. And this spider's actually got a lot of health on it. It's not doing loads of damage. It's just got lots of health, so it's going to take a while to wear it down. But it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Not for a mighty paladin like us. We should be fine. So we can hit it with a couple of judgments as well, and just keep walloping it with our axe, sword, whatever. I can't remember what we're carrying now. I honestly can't. And there we go. Shadrill slain. That was very easy. It was just kind of run-of-the-mill chop and slash and just keep going, and everybody's fine. Get back to work then. Go on. Drudges. What are they good for? Apparently, they're pretty good for doing a lot of work here. Look at that guy, swinging his pickaxe with one hand. Look at that. That is brute strength, that is. That is absolute brute strength. What a beast. It's just a shame that he can't actually use it for something a bit more productive than just digging a hole in the ground. I'm sure it's useful. I'm sure it's very, very useful. Let's carry on down this way. We want to go to the tower down here. I'm going to ignore the Garon's one for a minute. We're just going to do the bits around here. We'll go down to this tower, and we'll clear that one. Actually, I think I should turn this quest in first, just in case there's another one that we need to do down here. I can't remember. Sometimes there is, and sometimes there isn't. You're never quite sure. So sometimes I hold the quest and I turn them all in together, and then other times it's actually better if I don't do it that way and I do it slightly different. There's a town hall there. There doesn't seem to be any quests or anything inside. We can go and have a look. We'll have a look in the town hall in just a minute. Nice work. In retrospect, I'm glad that that other paladin never showed up. You've proven to be all the help I need. Well, thanks. Yeah, no worries, dude. Level 43, not 83. It's 43. I was going to say 83. It's not 83 at all. We don't get any new spells or anything like that. If we look in here, what do we got? We've got High Cleric Alphas and just a Halfglen recruit. There's not a lot happening in here. Let's leave them to it. We have Knolls to go and battle. Great big, well, great small, not even great really, just small fuzzy. Small fuzzy Knolls. We've got lots of small fuzzy Knolls to take mighty battle to. Yeah, again, it doesn't sort of sound particularly dangerous, does it? Just fuzzy. If you use the word fuzzy at any point in a description, it no longer seems fearsome. Fuzzy is definitely a description that it definitely sort of heads towards slightly less dangerous if you're using fuzzy in the description at any point. Yeah. Perhaps we'll avoid the word fuzzy. No more fuzzy from here on in. It's only dangerous. Great big bristly. Bristly is a dangerous word. Everybody knows that if it's bristly, it's going to be dangerous. Everybody knows that. Right, we just do that and then wallop you with shields. There we go. Look at all these bristly creatures. Look at them. Bristling with bristles. Yeah, they sound much more fearsome now. If we use the word bristly, we're definitely taking on dangerous creatures. Red Pine looters. There's a lot of looters here. I'll take there's one over there. I'll take him down, and you here as well. And I'm going to go up in here, and I'm going to see if I can get a couple more of them to come out. Well, just one, I think. We'll just do the 3 of them at a time. We might try and get 4 just for the last one, but then that'll make our 10 nice and easy and very, very even. Just put that one down. There we go. Right, there's him down, and I've got a looter in there. I got that one over there, except that my health is starting to run down a bit. So let me just flash of light and put that one up. There's another guy. He's just come to join the party. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm pleased to meet you as well. My name is Grundorn, and I will be your killer today. Excellent. Right, I'm glad we've established that. And how would you like to be dealt with? Decapitated with a shield? No worries. There you go. Right. Ooh, we've started to get some... Oh, no. Mage Weave. I think Mage Weave cloth is after the other cloth. After Silk Cloth. I think it's Silk Cloth and then Mage Weave. And I think Mage Weave might actually be worth a bit more than Silk. Which would be really good, considering that Silk is utterly and completely 100% worthless at the moment. See, look at the way that they keep running around behind me instead of both of them staying in front of me and making this nice and easy. You know, you have to do things the hard way, don't you? It's not going to result in you being able to get any further along in life. It's still going to come to a grisly end. Right. I must admit, Grundorn, I've been using my mind vision spell to keep tabs on you, and I must say, the number of gnolls you found on the trail is truly staggering. What about the number that I dispatched? I'm a mighty killer. You should thank me for that as well. Allow me to concentrate for a moment. You feel Daria's mind vision travel elsewhere, then it returns to you. Further down the trail, south of Taelin's Tower, the gnolls have carved out a small meeting area to the east of the main road. Something is happening there. I'm not certain what. We should investigate. I will look out for anything out of the ordinary. You just protect yourself. I can do that. I can do the self-protection thing. Let's just heal up a little bit. And that one. That'll probably do. I'm going to just eat this. I know that the eating bonuses at the moment are pretty pathetic, really. We could do with boosting these. We could do with working our cooking skill up just a smidgen, and then we get some better bonuses for our food and that. That would actually be a lot better. It would be a lot more beneficial to us. And then when you sit and you eat and you get your boost, it does actually make a significant difference in combat. Or some of a difference, anyway. Now, we need to go racing up through here. We've got Moldfang. Now, you remember Moldfang? We already went and seen him. And we need to investigate the Knoll camp as well. So, it's up there. But I'm going to go over this way because there's some ore over here. Gold! Ooh, I like gold. I like gold. I always like gold. Have I ever mentioned how much I like the shiny yellow stuff? It's really nice. I'd prefer it if we could take the gold ore and we could like turn it in, smelt it directly into coins, because I also quite like the coins. We've got almost, well, we did have a fraction under 15,000 gold coins, which is quite an interesting little pile. I'd like to get more of those gold coins like that. I think it would be a very, very pleasant thing if we could do that. My aim, before we finish this series, deal shadow damage every second if we stand in the fire. My aim with this series is to make 100,000 gold just from trading and, you know, just doing our normal things here before we finish this series. If I could get 100,000 gold before we finish this series, that would be brilliant. And I don't actually have any plans to finish this series anytime soon. I'm planning to just keep playing because I really enjoy playing this game, and it's nice to just go through at this slow, steady pace, just doing a little bit each week. Working our way through. So there's always going to be more story to work through. We're never going to... It's going to be a long time before we actually finish all of this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I've done previously in such situations. I'm going to remove the little guys first, and then I'll worry about the big dude. So, no, I'm going to go to that one. There. And then when I've removed that one, then I can work on Moldfang himself. Take him down. And this guy is a bit bigger, and he's hitting a bit harder, so we will do the same. I'm actually going to... I'm going to flash a light. I'm not going to worry about a bubble just yet. We'll save that one. So it's got a longer cooldown, so it's unlikely we'd be able to use it twice in any combats. 5-minute cooldown, see? you don't get to use that twice in combat. You get to use it once. So that is an emergency one, whereas the others are what we use all the time. Right, let's just take that one out there. And I've got everything. Okay, so click complete. Knolls and necromancy. What a surprise. And I thought that here in the Western Plaguelands we'd put these dark days behind us. You sense Darla's eyes focusing on something on the ground. Wait, what is that? Uh-oh. What has she seen? She's seen something that wasn't good. See those reagents over there and these supplies right here? Those belong to the Argent Crusade. Knolls are known for thievery, but as far as I know, Hearthglen hasn't had any incursions since the Red Pine came. Very suspicious. I know a few helpful folks within Hearthglen. Morris Vant, Outfitter Mendeleev, Bria Ironstock, and High Cleric Alphas. All can be trusted, and all are well connected. Question them to find out if they know anything about where these lost supplies. Well, apparently they can all be trusted, but at the same time, maybe they can't be trusted. We need to question them. We have a mystery, a mind-boggling mystery, filled with aliens and other such things. And does anybody know what the mind-boggling is? It's a mystery, mind-boggling mystery. See, he's talking about aliens. Yeah, I haven't quite got the alien bit right, but if you know the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anybody know the film? Put it in the comments section. I'd like to try and do a film on... I do mention films a lot. I think it's mostly in this series that I've been mentioning films. So yeah, you select few who actually watch this series. You're the lucky ones that get to find out all about these different films. Or some of you actually have seen the films as well, so you're able to comment. But this... I don't know if you'll get this one. This one is a little bit more difficult. You may not get it. Now, the outfit... No, not the outfit. It was the High Cleric Alphas. High Cleric Alphas. That was the dude inside the town hall over here, wasn't it? Yeah, he's right inside there. I've also got another one out here. We'll worry about him in a minute. I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to speak to the High Cleric first. Ride my horse right inside. We'll go over here. There we go. There he is. There's the little dude. We want to speak to him. So, High Cleric Alphas.
Greetings.
May the light watch over you, child, and how may I help you this fine day? I'm looking for someone who may have stolen some supplies from Halfglen. Have you any leads for me? Stolen supplies? Well, let me think about it. I know a certain priest named Daria who took all the extra wine after last week's service, but didn't throw it out as I asked. I believe she'll be apologizing soon, though. Alphas winks at you. I've also heard an abnormal number of confessions this week from one of the mages. What's his name? Crisp? Lisp? Something along those lines. Now, be on your way.
You have a great day now.
Okay. Crisp, or Lisp, or something like that, is a suspect. We have a suspect. And who is he? But yeah, Daria, apparently she had more wine than she should have done, which, yeah, we'll speak to her about that. Bree Ironstock. A dwarf. I was going to say paladin, but yeah, dwarf. She could be a paladin, I suppose. Just says Argent Crusade. It doesn't say who she is. Hello, ma'am. Heard any interesting rumours lately? Well, let's see. I heard that Magus Bisp had been spending his time cooped up on top of his tower working on some new spell or something. I heard that Delgaron was planning on retiring and heading back to his farm. He may have already left, in fact. Oh, and I heard there's some human paladin running around town asking people all sorts of annoying questions. I'm just playing with you, love. Hope that information helped. Right, so Bisp is on top of his tower, and Lisp and Crisp. So it's all pointing to the same person. All pointing to everything is pointing to the same suspect mage. Now, we've got somebody in here that we want to speak to. Blacksmith in here, isn't it? Morris Vant, the Argent Blacksmith. Can I help? There we go. Good day, brave paladin. How may I be of service? I would like to buy from you. Yes, I would. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to sell you a rabbit's foot, a torn bear pelt, a dripping spider mandible, and a cured ham steak, because that is just what you always wanted. Now, buzzard wings, mystery meats, tender wolf meat, red wolf meat. We'll keep all of those, just in case we want them at some point in the future. So I don't want any of that. So I'm going to speak to him again now. Have you noticed anything strange lately? Any new customers in the blacksmith shop? Well, let's see. I saw some drudges running away from that mine over there. Said something about a spider. New customers? Well, there's Gerard Lee, the lovely young gnome who bought an axe twice her size last week. Oh, and Magus Bisp came by asking for armor. Not sure why he'd need plate armor.
See you later.
Ah. So it's Bisp, not Lisp or Crisp. It is Bisp. And he is the one that we're going to want to speak to. We've got one more person that we want to speak to over here. And this is Outfitter Mendeleev.
Need help?
I would like to buy from you. I'm going to just speak to him a minute and see if he's got anything interesting that we can buy. No, he doesn't. I don't want to buy anything from you. Can I help you? Have you noticed anything strange lately? Any new customers buying anything suspicious? What is this, an interrogation? You're not one of the Forgering's internal affairs guys, are you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Let me look over my records. Last week I sold a ball gown to Lieutenant Minor, which struck me as odd. What else? Magus Bisp bought several dozen leather jerkins, which he couldn't give a reason for. Oh, and Friar Burlingham came by to stock up on swimwear for his trip to Hardwrench Hideaway. That's about it. Swimwear? Good gravy. Now, if you don't mind, I have customers. Do you? Do you really? And where might these customers be, good sir? I do not see your customers. I think you're telling me porky pies. Anyway, I'll leave you alone. I will leave you be. Don't worry. I'm not going to torment you too much. Right, now, did you notice, Grundorn? Many names were mentioned, but one name was mentioned far more than others. It was indeed Bisp. Bagging Bisp. Magus Bisp is one of Halfglen's most preeminent arcanists. To imagine that he could be interacting with gnolls and dabbling in necromancy? Unthinkable. You'll find him atop the tower near Hearthglen's main gate. Hopefully he'll have an explanation for all this. If not, well, I wouldn't go to the top of that tower unprepared, Grundorn. Okay. We need to be prepared. Mentally, physically. We need to make sure that we have everything in place before we take the trip to the top of the tower. This could be the very last time we ever take a trip to the top of a tower. You never know what we are going to find. I thought that was an inn. It's not an inn. It is just a house. I don't think there is actually an inn up here. There's a town hall, and there's that one. That should be the inn, but it's not the inn. And there doesn't appear to actually be an inn in this whole place. It's a little bit unfortunate. That's alright. We're not going to worry about that. We're not going to go to the inn. And we're also not going to go up there. We're going to leave that until next week. We're going to half back because we have run out of time for today's episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. Next week, we will find out just what Magus Bisp, the preeminent arcanist, is up to. We will be going to speak to, well, we're going to be going, it's Mender's Stead that we're going to be going to, and we will be speaking to Garon there, Del Garon, and he's probably going to want us to do something over here on Garon's Withering, so we'll be doing something over there and fighting more undead. I have no doubt whatsoever. There is another quest over there, oh, that's the Garon's Withering Cauldron quest, and that one, yeah, so we've got the quests over there that we need to do. We've got this mystery to solve up here, and then there will be the epic conclusion to the battle for Anderhal and ownership of the city there, and hopefully we'll get most of that done next week, and then we can make our way into the Eastern Plaguelands, where, ladies and gentlemen, it is not as beautiful and soft on the eyes as it is around here, because this place is looking quite nice, and most of the Western Plaguelands looks quite nice and pleasant. It is a green and pleasant land, of which we should be, you know, it's a place that we should be glad that we can live, and a place that we can be proud to be a part of. The Eastern Plaguelands is no such place. The Eastern Plaguelands is not a place for the faint of heart, and we will be beginning our epic and dangerous journey into the interior, hopefully, next week. But, yes, that is all we've got time for today. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.